All right, you are on the Coffee Talk Morning Show here with Classy Kass. So excited because today I get to talk to a person that I feel like I just became friends with the minute I met him. He's a lot of fun, and you just may have seen him on America's Got Talent doing some very interesting things with Howie Mandel. With me today is Chrisjones. Chris, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm already smiling. Because when I met you, I was like, yeah, we're going to be friends. This is my new friend. This is awesome.
Well, seriously,
Yeah.
I don't think I've never seen you not smile, so I would be shocked if you weren't. I would be hurt.
I'm a pretty happy guy, all in all.
All right, well, in case you are not familiar with Chris is, well, he started off as an athlete and a student, and then a magician and a comedian, and eventually a hypnotist. Now, you came around on a college circuit. That's how we got to meet. And
Right.
I'm going to be really honest with you. They told me this hypnotist was going to come into the studio, and I'm like, okay, fine. I like to meet people. And I thought, gosh, what a cute guy. He's so sweet. He's so fun. But I was highly skeptical.
People are like, oh, I don't believe it's real. What are they trying to sell? They think I have some hidden motive for trying to hypnotize people.
It's actually, yeah, or that there's some little trick, like you've got, plants in there. Well, and I thought I was going to catch you. I really did. I thought I was going to catch you on the radio. I said, hey, will you hypnotize one of my cohorts here? And you said, only if you bring me two.
Yeah,
you were like Noah.
I would say.
Bring me two. So we brought
Bring
you
me two of your minions, and I will be friends with them, and they will fall asleep in your office.
And it was one of the most infuriating moments of my life because you took one of my most lovable, likable DJs and one of our most lovable salespeople, and you did hypnotize them, which was awesome. But I was so enthralled, I forgot to videotape it.
That's okay, because I have the audio of it. You're like, you are 5 years old.
It was
I
awesome.
hypnotized him, and it was like, I don't know, 30 seconds. He was 5 years old.
He was
And,
completely a child. You also had it to where they had their eyes closed and you would touch one of them, but the other one would feel where you had touched them. Okay, appropriately, people.
Yeah, the other person.
Appropriately.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Like on the shoulder. But yeah, and she was freaked out because I remember she knew what you were going to do. And when you said, okay, tell me when you can feel me tap you, and she started shaking her head no immediately, like no, like I know you're doing it, but I know. She didn't want to admit to it.
I call that effect placebo, because if a doctor gives you a sugar pill, but you think it's a real pill, you can like heal yourself from certain illnesses.
Right.
And yeah, that's how I learned hypnosis. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm trying to sell something. No, hypnosis can be used to like lose weight, quit smoking, even childbirth without pain. And like people think, oh, I'm hypnotizing people. You're hypnotizing yourself. You're telling yourself something's going to happen. That's all it is.
Well, that makes me feel a little better because I was reading a little bit of your bio, and it was talking about how, in college, you took sociology and psychology, and you were an athlete, and that you like to claim yourself to be a social engineer with deviant motives. Which, that's what everyone wants to hear about a guy who's about ready to control their actions.
Right. That's probably not what I should have done. But that was the young me. And I was trying to be hip and edgy, and, I was so insecure because I was out of college and done with grad school, and I was like, who am I supposed to be? But now it's like, I've been on America's Got Talent. People still think hypnosis is fake. They think it's real. It doesn't bother me.
Absolutely. And I will say, you have a completely entertaining show, even Hypnotist aside. Just the stand-up comedy itself was wonderful.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's probably because your son was hypnotized at the show.
That did make me laugh.
Some family bias.
Yes, it could be. Definitely a memory we won't forget soon. Coming up here on Y-105, we're going to bring Chrisjones back on to tell us about what it was like being on America's Got Talent Season 10. Comedian and most recently contestant on America's Got Talent Season 10. Now, Chris, what was your first impression of the judges?
Well, because it was a TV show, I wasn't allowed to meet them before.
Okay.
Like, they flew me to New York, and we were filming, and then they said, go on stage. So I got to meet Nick Cannon before I went on. It was very nerve-wracking. Like, you see Heidi Klum, and she is very attractive.
Yes.
I forgot the entire room was there just staring at her face.
And, I watched it, and I literally just died. I'm like, I cannot believe he's going to make Howie Mandel shake his hand. And then when he shook the other judges' hands, how were you feeling? Like, were you nervous that it wouldn't work at all?
When I asked him to shake my hand, by that point, Howard Stern gave me an X because I was nervous.
Right.
And I didn't know if it was going to work or not. And so I had a backup plan. They didn't show that for TV, which is fine. But I did 2 effects, more or less.
Okay.
And Howard wasn't too impressed by the first one. I was like, all right, going for the big guns. Howie, I'm wearing gloves, you're going to shake my hand. And you'll hear Howard Stern say, "Oh, now you've got to the good part. Yeah, this I want to see." And they're like, "Again, like, shut up, let him work."
Yeah.
But no, it was very, and you can hear my voice crack, and I'm like, "Go ahead, shake it," and it worked.
Thank you so much.
Time.
Oh my. Now, and it was awesome because I don't think many people have ever heard the words "I'm sorry" come out of Howard Stern's mouth. And he did apologize to you.
I guess that's a good point, yeah.
Which was wonderful. After the show, were you concerned that there was going to be issues with Howie? I heard he was pretty mad.
Really issues. I heard he was not happy. He chose a choice word during the show. You can watch performance.
Yeah, there's some bleeping.
But at the end of the day, he went to his therapist, because he's a therapist twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "This happened." He's like, "Well, that's actually probably good for you. Like, that was a big step for you."
Wow.
And his family, they were proud of him. They're like, "That's great, yeah." He's on medication and jazz like that. And he's happy with his life. I think with a little sit-down, he and I, we can improve his quality of life.
And that would be an amazing thing. I mean, honestly, the good that you can do above and beyond just the entertainment value, that's pretty amazing. Maybe you can help me with my fear of spiders.
How bad? Like, if there's a spider, God forbid, on your knee right now, what would you do?
Well, I wouldn't be talking to you anymore because I'd be out of the room.
Okay.
Like, my co-host learned that if he saw one, he would just say, "Hey, come here for a sec." And he would just move me quietly, and he would go get it. He wouldn't tell me because he knew I would just be gone. All right. Now, for those who did not catch this season 10 of America's Got Talent, you made it up to the judges table, and this is where you decided to go for the gold and bring Mel B and Michael Bublé on stage. Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Chrisjones, hypnotist, is going to tell us about being at the judges table on America's Got Talent right here on Y-105. You're here on Y-105 with Classy Kass on the Coffee Talk Morning Show. Now, we've been chatting with Chrisjones, who we originally met about a year ago when he was doing a college tour across America with his comedic and hypnosis show. Most recently, he has made it onto America's Got Talent Season 10. And when we left, we were talking about him being at the judges table when he decided to bring Mel B and Michael Bublé on stage. Did you sense when you first got him up there that you were going to have an issue with him?
No, which is crazy because I thought he was hypnotized. Like, he fooled me.
He messed with you.
Yeah, a little bit, a lot of it.
A lot.
Yeah, that was not a good day at work.
Michael Bublé let you down, man.
I got Bublé'd. But I can understand that because America is looking at hypnotists who made someone do something he wouldn't want to do. Like, I did something Howie Mandel wouldn't want to do it against, his belief.
Right.
So Bublé was probably trying to protect himself, so I wouldn't mess with him, but they got the wrong idea. They think that I'm like a horrible person trying to help people.
Which we know you're not. Now, that brings me to a question, though. I've heard you in a lot of different interviews when talking about hypnotism say, I can't make somebody do something that they wouldn't normally do that would go against their beliefs. So how were you able to get Howie to do something that goes so far against what he believes?
I read his book cover to cover, and I know if his wife got hypnotized to get over a fear of flying. So I knew that he would be open to it.
And so do you think that somewhere deep down he is open to the idea of touching things, that he actually wants to be able to do that?
He might be. I mean, I don't know if he's still mad at me, because I'm like, hey, we can fix this forever. And he's like, no, I'm good. I understand the lack of trust. I mean, I abused his trust. And I said I wasn't going to embarrass him. I didn't mean to. One day. I'm sure he'll get over it. Yeah.
Hopefully that'll
happen. We'll be best buddies. We'll hang at the pool. We'll fly in his plane.
You call him Big H.
Yep.
So what does the future hold for Chrisjones?
A world tour, actually. We're setting things up in Japan right now.
Is that going to take you like a full year to do?
Oh, my gosh. Probably 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, though.
But it's the journey and the progress, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, you have to promise me if you come anywhere near our neck of the Pacific Northwest woods, you got to stop back in again.
I will, absolutely.
Now, Chrisjones, you are more than just a hypnotist and a comedian. You also have a free quit smoking website as your way to have a preemptive strike on cancer.
Yeah, cancer is expensive, it's unattractive, it's painful. You don't want it.
You really know.
So if they go online to quitwithchris.com, they can quit smoking for free that way.
That is
forever.
Quitwithchris.com. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that and put it on our Facebook as well. I love that. They don't even have to meet you in order to get help from you.
Nope, just listen to it when you're not driving and you'll be okay.
That's probably a really important disclaimer to put out there.
If you try to get hypnotized while you're driving, there will be side effects.
Chris, thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning, and I wish you the best of luck on your world tour.
Thank you. I appreciate it. appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for all listeners.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, I will see you real soon.
Sounds great, Chris. Take care. And that was Chrisjones, hypnotist to the stars, the one who made Howie Mandel's Shake Hands. Such a great guy. So excited I got a chance to talk with him. But make sure you go to our Facebook, facebook.com/Y105FM to find the link for how you can quit smoking with Chris.